feels great, but at the same time, it's always within humility. At any given point, that could be us, and we don't take the game for granted. We didn't come out and mess around, and that's just how we show our respect to the game, is that we handle business and take care of it. But we don't do it arrogantly. We do it with humility, and it's a lot of respect for the Golden State Warriors. But we feel like it's our time now.
In the first take, I'm Christine Williamson here from Molly. We've got Stephen A, we've got Shannon Sharp, and my girl Andrea Carter here to start this fine Monday morning off. How are we feeling, everyone? Feeling good?
Feeling good.
Awesome.
How y'all doing?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's start things off with the association. Happy birthday, Jason Tatum. He had 27 points on his 26th birthday, while Jaylen Brown scored 29 points as the NBA best. Boston Celtics posted their third largest winning margin in franchise history, demolishing the Golden State Warriors 140-88 on Sunday. Boston led by a franchise record of 44 points at halftime, pushed it to 51 early in the third. Jaylen, how did that one feel? So this is now the Celtics' third win by 50 points this season, setting a new NBA record. The wins have been over the Nets, the Pacers, and now the Warriors last night. All three have come at home, where the Celtics are averaging an NBA best 15-point margin of victory. All right, friends, Stephen, I'm going to start with you on this one. What does a win like this say about the Celtics?
Oh, they're putting the league on notice. Here they come, and that they're coming out of the East. They're coming here. They're focused on winning an NBA championship. I know that yesterday's game, we've seen 50-point losses before. Andrea, Shannon, what we haven't seen is a team being down 45 in the first half. There's only 24 minutes in the first half. There's only 24 minutes. I mean, that's what I was trying to say. It wasn't the fact that they lost by 52. It wasn't the fact that they were down by damn near 50 before it was over and they ultimately lost by 52 points. It was the fact that it was a 45-point deficit in the first half. There's levels to this. And the Boston Celtics are on it. They won 11 straight. They haven't lost since February 4th. They're 48, 9, and 12. And then you look at them. Top three defensively, top three offensively. Not one, but two stars. One's a superstar as far as I'm concerned. The other tinkers towards it in Jaylen Brown. We know what Tatum and Brown brings to the table. There was no Porzingis yesterday. This 7'3" dude that has been shooting 48% from the field in this winning streak and averaging about 23, 24 points. He wasn't even playing yesterday. It was that kind of romp, that kind of annihilation, that kind of beatdown. And you just look at the rest of the Eastern Conference and you say, my God, who can mess with them? Who can beat them? Then you look at the West and you're saying, who can deal with them outside of the Denver Nuggets? That's the question right there, and I think that's what this comes down to. Boston recognizing what it's all about, and they had a nationally televised audience, Jason Tatum's birthday, and they just put everybody on notice. This year's a bit different. We understand what this is all about, and we're not getting caught up in the sauce. We're here to make noise against everybody that we can at every moment we can.
Andrea, did Steph and Draymond play in the first half? You said they didn't play the entire second half, but did they play the first half? But see, I don't let Steve Kerr have it both ways. Now, when they win ball games, we can beat anybody and we can challenge for a championship. But when you get the brake drums beat off you, now all of a sudden, it was a tough road stretch. Oh, and now all of a sudden, we just flushed that one away. I'm not going to let you do that. And you're right, Stephen A. They played without Porzingis. What Porzingis is, he's like a couple of drops of water in my cognac, Shea by Laportier. He opens it up. He allows the whole floor to open up, and it expands Jason Tatum. It expands Jaylen Brown. And even though they didn't have him yesterday, they were still sensational. They made a conscious decision. They say, you know what, Jason Tatum, Stephen A., he's their superstar. We're going to sag off Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown says, you know what, I'm a professional. As a matter of fact, I have the highest contract. I make $304 million. And this is the disrespect y'all going to show me? Y'all going to sag off by 6 to 10 feet. Go up under screens and allow me to shoot wide open, uncontested threes. How disrespectful is that? And then y'all gonna put these little small guys, Steph Curry, on me. Really? Really? Is that what y'all think? I did go back-to-back All-Star games. You're right. You want to say this game doesn't mean much. They beat the Golden State Warriors by 50. But the last 5 games, they won by an average of 30. They won 11 straight, 13 of 16. Stephen A., we had this conversation last week, and the question was, are the Boston Celtics on a tier by themselves? I say, as we currently speak, absolutely. The playoffs will be a different story. They know they must show up, show out during the playoffs. But as we sit here right now, ain't nobody close to them in the Eastern Conference. And the only team that I think that can give them a problem is what I saw on Saturday night. Because Yoke is the MVP, and now you got Murray doing his thing, especially in clutch time. But the Boston Celtics is a step above everybody.
For me, Stephen A., I hear you on all of those points, but this is a Golden State Warriors team that we've seen struggle all season long. on the back end of a long road trip in which they got 3 wins on the road trip. Steph Curry didn't know if he was going to play. Pajemski's out. Wiggins is out. The rotations are off. Even in the first half, when you're missing 2 players, your rotations are off. The Warriors looked empty. There are different caveats and asterisks to even the first half of the Warriors' performance. I believe the Celtics, the statement that they're making is the stretch that they're on. But that game against a depleted, empty Warriors team that didn't even give much in the second half at all is not the statement. The statement is the stretch. The statement is not the game. I can't put too much on this game. You heard what Steve Kerr said after the game. They're going to flush it completely. Steph, Draymond, Clay didn't even play in the second half. The main lineup in the second half, that was their first time playing together all season long, having that specific lineup. So I'm not putting too much on this game. I will put a lot on the Celtics stretch because it's been phenomenal the way they've been able to play. But this game, I'm not putting anything on this particular game.
And I understand that you're not pointing to just one game. I totally understand it. My only point is, like Shannon said, I brought up the first half. I ain't bring up the game. Now, you watched a lot of basketball. You know that we haven't seen somebody get their ass kicked by 45 points in the first half. It's only 24 minutes. It's only 24 minutes. 45 down, 45 in the first half. I mean, that is a statement. And I think that we can't ignore that.
So the first half is a statement, and the stretch that the Celtics are on is a statement. The game is not a statement. The 50-point win, that's not the statement. First half is a great statement. The stretch they're on is an even better statement.
All I brought up was the first half. I didn't say anything about nothing else. All I brought up was the first half. I mean, my job was to watch the game. Well, you know what? This first take, my dear. I mean, we make the rules up. This is what we do. This is what we do. And I'm sitting here watching this game.
You make the rules. I get the question.
That's right. I'm watching this game yesterday, and I'm like, my God. Oh, like let me go eat. This is unbelievable. I couldn't believe the beatdown after halftime. It wasn't even. I didn't even bother watching the second half. Well, go ahead.
Let's put this in context then. Okay, Golden State scores 88 points in the entire game. Boston had 82 at the half. So even if you want to make it about, let's just say 26 minutes, the Boston Celtics still would have beat the Golden State Warriors had they played the full 48 minutes. It's still, you have Steph Curry, you have Draymond, and I understand Andrew Wiggins is dealing with personal problems and he's back and he's away from the team and they don't know when he's going to come back. But to allow a team to go on a 61-17 run, at some point in time, you got a pinch, you got a trip, you just call, I blow through all my timeouts. What they give you, Stephen A? 7 in the game? Well, I'm using 5 of them in the first half. I got 2 timeouts in the second half. So y'all got to do something. Y'all got to stop the bleeding because right now, we're hemorrhaging out here. It was bad, and I've never seen Steph and Draymond look so dejected. Yes, they've lost games before, but this is a very proud franchise. Now, you talk about a team that's won 4 championships in the last 7-8 years, and for them to lose in this fashion, it's not easy to digest. You can say, oh, it's just another game. It's the beginning of March. We're coming off a long road trip. But you remember getting beat by 50.
You flush it down the toilet. We had a great road trip, 3-1. We've had a million games. So Boston was amazing. We weren't beating them today. So we head home and get ready for Wednesday.
Hello Boston Celtics fans. These interviews come right after the Celtics destroyed Warriors with Brown and Tatum show. Watch a summary of what the game was like with my analysis. On March 3rd, the Celtics entered the court with a thirst for revenge against the Golden State Warriors. And the rematch was epic. A crushing 140-88 victory, the 4th biggest defeat in the history of the Californian franchise. With unstoppable Tatum and Brown. Jason Tatum, on his birthday, exploded with 34 points, 9 rebounds and 5 assists. Jaylen Brown wasn't far behind, scoring 34 points and 7 rebounds. The Celtics' dynamic duo was simply relentless. Boston dominated the game from start to finish. The Celtics' suffocating defense limited the Warriors to just 37% shooting. The green and white attack worked like a well-oiled machine, with 52% shot success and 23 assists. The unforgettable moment of the game was in the third quarter, with the Celtics already ahead by 20 points. Tatum made a spectacular dunk over Draymond Green that fired up the crowd. Relentless defense. The Celtics dominated the game with impeccable defense. the team limited the Warriors to just 37% shooting, forcing 18 turnovers. The Celtics' constant defensive pressure did not give Golden State room to develop its offensive game. I want to highlight a few topics. Balanced attack. The Celtics' attack worked like a well-oiled machine, with 52% shot success and 23 assists. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were the team's top scorers with 34 points each, but other players also contributed significantly, such as Marcus Smart, 11 assists, and Robert Williams III, double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Deadly quick transition. The Celtics were very efficient in the quick transition, taking advantage of the Warriors' turnovers to score easy points. The speed and athleticism of Boston players were fundamental in creating these opportunities. Ime Udoka training. Coach Ime Udoka did an excellent job preparing the team for the game. He devised a game plan that exploited the Warriors' weaknesses and motivated his players to do their best. This victory was very important for the Celtics, not only because of the elastic score, but also because of the dominant way in which the team played. It's a clear sign that Boston is ready to fight for the NBA title. Leave your comments, opinions, criticisms, suggestions in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Also watch the video that is appearing for you right now. Thanks for watching Boston Celtics News. Turn on notifications so you know when I send new news. A hug and see you next time. Go Celtics!